And then keep back. I want to see a timer one from you.
Here we go. Hello there YouTube land, and welcome back to the Small Workshop Adventures. Bit of housekeeping before we get started. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the like button. The like button is really important to me and the channel. It makes all the difference to me, and I really do appreciate it. And if you want to know more, click the notification bell. So, as we say, another day, another job. We are dodging the rain again in this lovely British summer that we're having, or the latter half of the summer. Yeah, so we're going to be dodging the rain. We might get a bit wet, but we'll see. I got wet on my last job a bit as well, although I didn't do too bad. Look at that for a view. How's that? Well, I'm building a pergola with a view. So the pergola is going to go over there, and I'll show you where it's going to go. We're just building a nice simple pergola, but wow, how good is that? Here I am in the Dorset countryside, and it's beautiful. Lots of people down here on their holidays this time of year, and we just love and we welcome them all. So if you come down here, brilliant. It's just a lovely place down here on the Jurassic Coast. I'm down towards Bridport and West Bay area, so I'm down that part of of Dorset. So, but we're going to be building a pergola, so I'm going to show you where we're doing it. Right, it's going to go right in that space there, so you can see there along the fence a little bit, and then coming out to somewhere about here. So we're going to build in there. So it's just going to be a nice simple pergola. Here we've got some posts. We are putting in some 6x6, so they are chunky posts, aren't they? 6x6, 150mm by 150mm. So we're going to put those into the ground and make a nice simple pergola. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So, and I'm ably assisted by my much stronger, much younger, much more handsome assistant Felix, who's back with me, my nephew. So it's great to have Felix with me again. So that's what we're going to be doing. And just to show you that again, look at that, just looking around there, that is nice, isn't it? If you're going to have a garden with a view, that's pretty good. Right, I've just stuck the post in, literally, to get a level, because I've dug it to what I think is about the right depth to start getting my level. That is seriously close. That is just a fine bit of adjustment. In fact, it's only got to go up slightly. So actually I've gone down, that's brilliant. I can pack it a bit in the bottom. But as far as level goes, that's pretty good. I'm just offering it up to see, to make sure I've got the levels are right. There you go. Is that good?
That is very good.
Right, let's carry on. Okay, that's that post in. Took a while to dig through, allowing that to go off. This is also going to be anchored to the house, so we're going to bring this and then fixing so it won't move, properly won't move once it's all fixed. So we got those two, so now we can get out the other two posts out the front. There we go. Right, we started to put the first of the joists across. So you can see there, I've just put a nice little 45, and we've taken it all the way back. You can see there again. and we've taken it all the way back at the customer's request. We're just fixing it in to the house, so it absolutely going nowhere. So you can see there that I've put that there, and if you see there, you can see what I'm fixing. I'm using 100mm hex screws, which are those timber exterior screws, always exterior screws because then they don't rust. And we've got the fixing, so we're starting to get that. It's absolutely not going to move now. It's really secure. Using an SDS Plus, that's the drill I'm using to get in, because going into that you're going to struggle. You would eventually get in there with a combi drill, but a lot of effort. Whereas if you really want to go into something that's harder, you're really pushing into walls that are hard, rock hard, which is how they perfect for fixings, then you want an SDS or an SDS Plus drill, and that will just eat it. It's just like going through butter. It's perfect, so it makes life really easy. It's all about the tools, isn't it? So I've got all my various things to get the fixings. So there you can see I'm using these screws there. They're 100mm, and you can see there, that's what I'm using. And I'm using 50mm. They're Fisher, 50mm Fisher raw plugs into the wall, just to get a nice strong fixing. Continuing to do the cross joists, as you can see, they're coming along. I'm just notching out. So that's 60mm, so that's halfway, and it's notching out of the back, just flush, because we don't want to go over the boundary line. It's important to stay within the boundary line. And as you can see there, they're notching in, and then that makes them nice and secure and fits them nicely. So that's how they're being done. So you can see the notching. I'm just cutting them out and cutting a nice little 45 for a profile on the edge as well. And there we have a nice pergola, a chunky pergola. The posts are 6x6, 150mm by 150mm, 5x2 across the top. So that's nice and chunky. And as you've seen, it's also anchored to the house, so not going to go anywhere. So I think those roses will climb up there nicely. I'm not sure if they're climbing roses. I'm not a gardening expert, but I'm sure you get some lovely stuff to go up there. So there we go, that's how it looks. Just all nicely, a nice 45 little profile on the front and the side, looking nice. So that's a nice space to grow some things or to create a feature. You too could have one of these, or you too could build one of these, more importantly. So that's how you do it, just notching them in and just making sure you put the posts into the ground, squaring them and making sure they're absolutely level. And standing under the pergola, that's a pergola with a view, isn't it? I think that's beautiful. Beautiful Dorset. I'm down near Bridport and West Bay, just a little bit inland, a few miles from the sea. So that's a pergola with a stunning view out the garden. So thanks for watching. Lots more on the channel, as you know, and more coming up soon. We have live stream now as well every Thursday. Rob, Weekend Shedhead, and myself, we alternate between channels, so check that out if you haven't. As I said at the beginning, please like the video and subscribe if you're new, but even if you're not new, then liking is really important. I know lots of us watch on our tellies and big screens and you can't like in the same way, but if you can go on your phones when you've watched it and or your devices and press you like, then it really supports my channel. So thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. So from me, Mark, at the Small Workshop Adventures, take care everybody. Bye.